back at MSG for the first time since rupturing his Achilles 332 days ago. 16th game back this season. He's playing 32 minutes a night. He's healthy, but the psychology of returning to the scene of last year's injury was undeniable pregame.
Not like thrilled to go back and play there. Last time I played there, obviously it was a traumatic experience for me. Obviously I knew at some point I would have to get over that hurdle and play there again.
Erupts. Hart hits 5 triples. Knicks, their most wins in a season since 20.
The first half I was ass. So I had, the second half I knew I had to bring it.
We're Celtics with 2 games to play for both teams. The Knicks own the tiebreaker because they beat the Celtics head-to-head 3-1. And it'll be the number 2 seeds with 2 wins and 2 Boston losses. So Boston wins 1 game. They host New Orleans on Friday and Orlando on Sunday. So if they win one of these final 2 games, they are the number 2 seed. The Knicks, I believe, will be the number 3 seed if they win out. The Knicks host Toronto on Friday and close out against Charlotte on Sunday. Joe, watching this game, look, the Knicks were ahead comfortably. They were ahead by 12 points at one point in time, and the next thing you know, Boston ended up having a 6-point lead. Shannon got hot from 3. JT hit a couple of threes. Pritchard hit a couple of threes. But, Joe, what did you like about what you saw from the Knicks? Having the lead, giving up the lead, and then finding a way to win this ball game.
Well, they knew that, with Boston being without JB, Jaylen Brown, okay, Ocho, you gotta take advantage of that, bro. Now I know you ain't looking at this the scouting report and saying Schottenheimer gonna go 7 for 8 from the field, 6 for 7 from 3.
Sharman,
you know what I mean? But boy, hey, he caught fire. I like how Tatum played. Obviously, he was ultra aggressive. You look at Peyton Pritchard and them guys coming off the bench, man. They gonna be Boston gonna be something else in the postseason, man. When they fully healthy, Ocho, they can beat anybody in the East. Matter of fact, they could potentially come out of the East. I'm talking about a team that's tested. Tatum getting more
been there, done that.
Tatum getting more comfortable, in his ability to get back to where he was playing championship caliber basketball. Man, it was fun to watch, but. New York, man, they made some runs. I thought Brunson played great. Towns picked it up. If it wasn't for Josh Hart, they wouldn't have won that game tonight.
He hit 2 big threes. And look, if that means, when you see what they did, they got the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand. If somebody else beat me, guys, I
gotta live with that.
I'm gonna live with that. Yeah. I just know Jalen Brunson ain't gonna hit those shots. Hey, if Josh Hart hits those and he hits 2, he stepped up. Now, the first one he hit, the clock was kind of running back down. But that last one that he hit, he shot down with confidence. He said, come here, Boosie, bitch. I got you last time. I'm going to get you again. And he held it up there.
Hey.
So I like what I saw also. Ocho, what you think? What you think about the Knicks and the Celtics tonight?
Listen, nobody really liked my basketball take, but I'm going to give you one anyway.
Yeah, we like it. Hey, we like your basketball take. It's okay.
I appreciate it, Joe. But obviously, listen, the game of basketball, what I've come to learn in my short time of learning the game, it's a game of runs, Joe and Unc. Just like football, it's all about momentum. Obviously, in this game, the Celtics went on runs, and obviously the Knicks went on runs. And I think for the Knicks' sake, their sake, with JB not playing, they really needed this game. And Josh Hart stepped up. If I'm not mistaken, the last game he played, he only had 2, maybe 3 points or something like that. For the fact that he was able to step up and hit those big shots when they needed it most. And I think that the Celtics did a good job getting the ball out of Brunson's hands. And like Unc said, if other players, the supporting cast for the Knicks is going to hit those shots, you just going to have to be able to live with that.
Hey, but when you look at it, Uncle Ocho, Boston didn't really shoot the ball great outside of what's his name, Schottenheimer.
Shireman
coming off the bench. He was Ocho. He was unconscious, and Peyton Pritchard shot 50%, but Tatum 7 for 22. And when you look at the Knicks, man, they were they shot the cover off the ball. Brunson shot it with
54%.
Yeah. So, not it ain't gonna be many games that Josh Hart gonna lead them Knicks in scoring. Matter of fact, this might be the only game he done it all season if we just keep it 100. You know what I mean? So Boston is in a good spot, man. They're in a good spot. They ain't worried about nothing. They sitting comfortably, and when they get healthy going into the postseason, you don't want to see them boys, man.
I think when you look at the bench points, they got 53 points from the bench.
Yeah.
Boston did. You look at Sharman, he had 20. He's 7 of 8 from the floor, 6 of 7 from 3. You look at Pritchard, 10 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 8 from 3. Vucevic, 4 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3. I think they're going to need a little bit more from Derek White. The last couple of games, Joe, he's kind of been hit or miss.
You've been
and
quiet.
when he's in double figures, because you know what JB and JT going to give you on a nightly basis. You know Pritchard, what he's going to give you. He's averaging 16 points, basically 17 points a game, whether he's in the starting lineup or he's coming off the bench. So I'm penciling in him somewhere between 15 and 20 points. That's what I'm penciling Pritchard in for. If he gives me more than that, I love it. I'm not counting on him giving me less than 15, but if he gives me more than 20, I'll graciously accept it. But somewhere in that 15 to 20 ballpark, that's normally what he does. Now, my big guns, I'm going to need those guys to go off on a consistent basis. One or the other. I love to have both of them do it.
Yeah.
But Hauser didn't shoot the ball well tonight. Like you said, I'm not counting on shot, but he can let it go now. I don't know how many games you watched him, but that left-handed joker can let that ball fly.
He looked good tonight, Phil. I'm talking about.
I mean, he was hey, Joe, he was letting that thing go and hey, turn around to the crowd.
Yeah.
Got you again.
Hey, look, because playing in New York, that's like playing in LA. Like guys get up for those games. You know what I'm saying? Like they look to bring it brings the best out of you. And you could tell tonight he got it going and he started talking to the crowd. He really started feeling himself. And it was fun to watch him, get on the heater like that. And I'm like, man, listen. If he can get him some consistency like this, I ain't saying he's going to go 6 for 7 from the field and be that efficient. But, man, if you can be a reliable guy we can go to when JB or JT getting double teamed, down the stretch or just throughout the game, I think he can definitely be beneficial for the Celtics.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Their bench is outstanding because normally you'll probably, Hauser, somebody's going to be coming off the bench. Pritchard is coming off the bench. Sharman's coming off the bench. And both of these guys can get on heaters. Pritchard can do it all. Pritchard drive the ball. He got a nice midi. Hey, he'll put the shoulder into your bump. He can snatch. He can shoot the 3 ball. He's great in all aspects. Sharman is looking to shoot the 3 ball. Hauser's looking to shoot the 3 ball. Although we saw Hauser the other night, he put the ball on the floor and got to the midi. He was letting it go. But when those big two, I believe if everybody plays their best basketball in the Eastern Conference, if everybody plays to their capabilities, I don't believe a team can beat the Boston Celtics. That's just me, Joe. You might think Detroit can do it. You might think the Knicks can do it. You think the Cavaliers. Now, I don't think there are no unbeatables in the Eastern Conference. I don't think I don't think Boston's unbeatable. I don't think Detroit's unbeatable. I don't think the Cavs are unbeatable. I don't think the Knicks are unbeatable.
Okay, I just wanted you to clarify that. You said nobody can beat the Boston Celtics when they're on full tilt.
I think if everybody plays their A game.
Out of the East, you meant?
Yes.
Out of the East.
Yes. I think if everybody plays their A game in the Eastern Conference, I think Boston's the best team in the Eastern Conference. That's just me, Joe. What do you think, Joe? What do you think?
I totally agree with you. Now, if Tatum wasn't back, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no.
But since Tatum has came back, and obviously it was question marks because we didn't know how he was going to look coming back, in such a short time and in such a short stint. Go ahead, Ocho. What you got?
Hold on, Uncle Joe. You heard what y'all just said?
What?
Y'all said if Tatum didn't come back, y'all wouldn't still feel the same way about the Celtics.
No, I wouldn't.
No, because everybody else got 2 guys that can go off. You
Okay,
still got Brunson and Cat can go off. You got Harden and you got Donovan Mitchell can go off. You got Cade Cunningham and you got Duran can go off.
Okay.
I know those are guys that have been all-stars, that have been all NBA selection players. With Jason Tatum back, now you got JB and JT. Both guys have been Eastern Conference MVPs. JB has been an MVP of the finals. And you have guys, those role players. Now, I believe the Boston Celtics have the deepest bench.
Oh, no question.
Right.
When you look at what they have, they got Pritchard, they got Sharman, and they got other guys. I think they have the best bench. And those 2 proven guys, JB and JT, are the most proven come playoff time based on what they've done getting to an NBA Finals and winning an NBA Finals.
Okay, but I have a question though, Uncle Joe.
Yes.
Listen, before JT came back, let's look at where the Celtics were with just Jaylen Brown at the helm. Holding the ship, steering the ship, keeping that ship afloat. Before Jason Tatum came back, the goddamn Celtics was still second in the East.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
So you still don't have confidence in them still being able to come out the East if they were already second and Jason Tatum wasn't playing?
I saw him last year. They were number 1 seed and got what happened with JB and JT and what happened. They was losing, and people look at it like, well, JT went down. They was getting smoked before he went down. The Knicks was kicking their ass.
And when you look at it, Ocho, it's just, if you just got JB out there by himself with no Tatum, man, you can kind of load up and control the game, double him on pick and rolls, double him when he cross half court and make these other guys beat you. Now, when you got two guys who could go for 40, 50 points on any given night, now you got your hands full. You know what I mean? He got plenty of help. And, JB a two-way player, bro, so he going to expend a lot of energy on both ends of the court.
Energy on
you know
both
what I mean?
ends,
So he ain't going. His game ain't just predicated off making shots. You know what I'm saying? He going to be disruptive defensively. He going to be in the passing lane. He going to get steals. He going to pick you up full court. But he can only do all of that if he has another counterpart who he know he can rely on, which is Jason Tatum.
Somebody that can help carry the load on offense.
There you go.
Because you got to realize if they're playing Cleveland, he's going to have to take James Harden or Donovan Mitchell. Derek White's going to take the other, but he's got to take one of those guys. He's probably going to have to. The question is, do they put him on Cade or do they put JB on Cade?
I think they.
I mean, Derek White. So he's going to have to do something with one of those. And so when you're dealing with and Brunson, you'd probably put Derek White on Brunson to try to tire him down, but you probably have to do some different things. Because I think the thing, once you get to this level, those guys, you can't give a guy a steady diet of anything.
Right.
They'll build. It's like medicine. If you continuously take a dose of medicine, you'll build up a resistance to it, and you got to take stronger and stronger doses of it. If you throw these great players the continuous same look and have a guard guard them the same way, these guys too good. That's just like a guy was lining up like the Raiders. We played the Raiders of Kansas City. You already know what they're going to do. What they're going to do, Ocho?
Right here in your face, man to man. They ain't going nowhere.
They ain't even going to the huddle. Like, bro, get your ass in the huddle. They telling you the defense. They like, nah, our defense is you. I got you, and he got him. They can play you man football, Joe. You got that man.
Hey, look, but that's how JB going to play. If they play against Cleveland, he going to guard